Hi, my name is Howard and this is my wife Valerie. I couldn't see the way forward how we would be able, as pensioners effectively on a fixed income, how we could afford to continue to live here. Because I'm of the view that oil is going to increase in price. I know we saw a drop, but it's started to creep back up again. And as I look forward to the future, oil, we're going to run out of it eventually, but there's always going to be a demand, not just for fuel, but for other things. So I had to get away from oil. That was the main issue. And it made me start thinking, what can I do in the short term to address this problem? The biggest challenge to buying a product when I started to look into this was really a mixture of two things. The first is what I think affects many people, is the cost, the capital cost of doing it. But I think more than that, after I'd thought about it a little bit more, it became more important to me that what I needed to do was to find a system that I could truly believe would work and would do what I wanted it to do. And I had in mind all the time that I was dealing with new technology about which I knew very little. And therefore, another factor that was in the back of my mind always was I wanted to have a firm that would help me, who I knew would be around to continue to look after the system as well, to provide backup service. So it was a mixture of identifying what was going to be the right equipment and how much it was going to cost me to put it in and whether I could afford it.
It probably sounds a little bit naive, but the doorbell went and I opened the door and there was this chap stood on the doorstep, and I just looked at him and the vibes came out. I trust you, I like you, and he hadn't even opened his mouth. He came in and he was just lovely. And I felt like he was one of the family, and I could go with this guy and put my trust in him, and that trust has never been let down. So it was a good feeling. Yes.
The first thing I would say to everybody is, do try not to be put off by what appears initially to be a high initial capital cost. And whatever you do, do not make the mistake of paring down an installation to get the smallest that you can because it is cheaper. I am absolutely certain that if you do go down that route, you will end up being disappointed. It's very, very important to take the advice that you are given by a company like Land Horizon, who do know what they are talking about, to make sure that you put into your home the right system that will do the job you want it to do. We have been thoroughly delighted, particularly with the latest installation that we've had. The heating system, which was the second after the solar panels, that has worked fine and done everything well. But the installation which we did only a few months ago of the battery backup system to make maximum use of the energy developed by the solar panels has been a fantastic investment. So the outcome of all of this is that we are now in the fortunate position that because of the subsidy payments that we have from the government, we effectively heat our home for no cost at all. So it is very difficult for me to say anything other than that we are totally satisfied with what we have had. And I would conclude by saying we are also totally satisfied with the service that we have had from Land Horizon throughout